Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy Ken Dog. Welcome back to the next YouTube live stream. We're back at it. We're doing MLP predictions, year number 4 or 5 of this with our co-host, as always, Max.
What's going on, everybody? Sports expert Max here, and we are live once again for our annual MLB prediction stream. So we will be getting into each division. We'll be going into our predictions for the playoffs, who makes the playoffs, who goes far in the playoffs. We'll be making our awards predictions and all that fun stuff.
Sorry, our live stream's later than normal, but life happens. But even though this game tonight, one game will not matter what happens in our predictions.
Yes, sir.
This is more of a long-term goal. This is not like today.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, let's go division by division. Let's start with the AL East. That's a good one to start with, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, we're going to start with the... Let me find my MLB stuff. I had it somewhere, you know?
Live teams up if you need,
Let's go with the reigning AL champions, the Toronto Blue Jays. What do you think about the Blue Jays?
You know, the Blue Jays, they're coming off a tough loss in the World Series, but they had a great season last year. They're going to have a little bit of momentum coming off that season, and they made some really solid additions in the offseason, which should even propel them up, so.
Yeah, I think this was a big offseason for Blue Jays.
Yeah.
They signed Dylan Cease. They signed that third baseman from Japan.
Okamoto. Yep.
They also signed Tyler Rogers, Cody Pouncey. They re-signed Max Scherzer, Jesus Sanchez. They traded for Chase Lee from the Tigers. They traded for, and they signed to a minor league deal Eloy Jimenez. They lost Bo Bichette, Chris Bassett, Sir Anthony Dominguez, Joey Loperfido, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, and Ty France. They didn't lose too much, but I feel like it could hurt them a little bit losing Bo Bichette.
Losing Bo Bichette isn't ideal, but they do replace him with Okamoto, who's definitely a lower cost option, and they do use some of that payroll flexibility to add a top starter in Dylan Cease.
I'm very excited to see what the Blue Jays do this year because they are the reigning AL champions.
Yes, sir.
Because they have a little, what's it called? Little chip on their shoulder now.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this is not our prediction yet. But how do you feel about this Blue Jays team? Are they going to win the AL East again or what?
I don't know. I mean, they have the roster to do so. Obviously, it's just gonna come down to whether they can sustain the consistency from last season.
Yep. But yeah, we won't do our overall predictions yet. But yeah, if you had to say this team, I would say this being a 900 win. Not 900, 91 team. Close enough.
They definitely could win 90 games, but we'll see.
But yeah, let's go to Baltimore, where they had a big offseason, where they signed Pete Alonso. They signed Chris Bassett from the Orioles. They signed Ryan Helsley, Shane Baz, Taylor Ward. They traded for Taylor Ward and Shane Baz. They re-signed Zach Eflin. They traded for Blaze Alexander. Al Kittredge from the Cubs. They traded for Leodor Tavares.
Leody Tavares, yeah.
Names are hard.
Yeah.
And Albert Sanchez, they signed to a minor league deal. They lost Grayson Rodriguez, Jorge Mateo, Tim I can't say the name.
So you can just say Sagano or whatever.
Ngannou, Gary Sanchez, and Cage Sauer. Names are hard. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Mainly the Korean names are hard.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited with the Baltimore this year. Trading Grayson Rodriguez might be one of the best moves they've done because
You
Taylor
just
Ward's
can't stay
actually a really
healthy.
good player.
Can't stay healthy, and you get a really good bat in Taylor Ward. They could use another jolt in that offense, and they're not wasting any time. So
I don't blame him doing that. I don't blame him doing that trade at all.
yeah, I agree.
But yeah, I say this could be a team that also makes the playoffs this year.
They could. They have the pieces. I do wonder if they'll have the consistency on the rotation, but they got some guys. They went out and got Chris Bassett. They got someone that a little younger than Shane Boss. Kyle Bradish should be coming back. Zach Eflin gives them depth. Dean Kremer's depth. Cade Povich. Trevor Rogers had a really good year last year. He'll be starting opening day for them. So
who's starting opening today?
Trevor Rogers.
Ooh, that's not bad.
Had a really good year last year. Bounce back year. So.
But yeah, overall, I think this team's actually could make the play. Could have a. I think the AL East is really good.
Oh, 100%. But they do make the splash with getting Pete Alonso, Samuel Basayo, and Adley Rushman will both be manning the catcher spot, but Basayo will probably DH a bit too. So.
But yeah. Overall, I think this could be an 80-win team.
They could win 80-something games. They could win
And the
more
low
than that.
is like 50. It could be in the 50s or the 60s.
50s. They're not winning. They're winning way more than 50 games.
I'm saying like the 50s. Low 50s. Upper 50s, I meant.
I know. There's zero chance it's going to happen, though. I just think this roster's too good for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's go over to the Rays. They signed Steven Matz, Nick Martinez. They traded for Gavin Lux, Ben Williamson, Shredrick Mullins, Jacob Melton, and Jacob Farley. They lost Brandon Lau, Shane Boz, Josh Lowe, Jake Mangum,
I think.
Mason Montgomery, Adrian Hauser, Christian Morale, and Cameron Missner.
Sir.
Wow, they lost a lot of people. This team's okay. What do you think about the Rays?
They're not gonna have heavy talent on the team, but they are getting one guy back in the rotation, Shane McClanahan. He'll be pitching for the first time since 2023. He'll lead a rotation that includes him, Drew Rasmussen, Nick Martinez, Ryan Pepio, who's going to be injured. Who's injured though, so there is some guys that can Steven Matz that can man in the rotation, but it's not overly inspiring. Then on offense, you have Jonathan Aranda and Junior Caminero, who are going to help Yandy Diaz. Carson Williams is coming up, so he's going to be a top prospect to watch out for. I don't know.
I totally forgot about what's it called? I totally forgot that Shane McClanahan's an MLB player.
Yeah, I know. It's been a while since he's played. And then you have Chandler Simpson. I don't know how to feel about him. I know a lot of people really like to hype him up, but really all he is fast. And then they added Cedric Mullins. So this roster isn't necessarily a great on paper, but there's some pieces. I
think this is more of a 60, upper 60s type team.
Could be.
Not a bad team.
No.
But not the greatest team in this division.
In a tough division, though, as well.
But yeah, let's go over to the Red Sox. I'm surprised their free agent still has Lucas Giolito as a free agent.
I know. I'm surprised nobody's picked him up. I thought maybe someone like Atlanta would.
I know. Justin Wilson's okay, but Lucas Giolito's still a free agent. That's surprising. Basically free. What's it called? Today's season starts.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's go over the acquire. They acquire Ranger Suarez, Wilson Contreras, Sonny Gray, Johan Alvarado,
Johan Oviedo from the Pirates.
Oviedo, Caleb Durbin, Andrew Mastroianno, bro. I don't know. Names are hard.
Yeah.
Isaiah Connor Falefa, Danny Colome, Brendan Rodgers, and Tommy Kaling to a minor league deal. They lost Alex Redmond, Richard Fitz, Brandon Clark, Hunter Dobbins, Kyle Harrison, David Hamilton, Jordan Hicks, Steven Matz, Dustin May, Rob Snyder, Garcia, Liam Hicks, and Nathaniel Lowe. They have a list of names. A lot of difference this offseason for them.
They do have a great roster, though. They do have guys in the rotation. Brian Bayo, Cutter Crawford's hurt, but he might be back at some point. Garrett Crochet is obviously the lead man. Connolly Early, one of the top pitching prospects in baseball, he's going to start the rotation with them. Sonny Gray, Oviedo was a kind of a lottery ticket pickup for them. They signed Ranger Suarez. They also have Peyton Toll, another top prospect. And they have Tanner Houck. I don't know if he'll come back this year from Tommy John, but they've got a lot of guys in that rotation. In the offense, they did go out and get Wilson Contreras, like you said. Carlos Narvaez is solid, but again, Christian Costas once again hurt. Caleb Durbin could be a solid low-cost option. Marcelo Meyer, if he can somehow make a jump to the majors this year, that could be big for them. Trevor Story, Brayu. They did not trade any of their outfielders, which honestly is probably the right move, considering they don't really have a lot of depth offensively on the roster, especially in the infield. So keeping some guys that can really mash in the outfield is fine. And you have Cedon Rafaela, too, who can play multiple positions.
Yeah. This is actually a not bad team, but I'm actually kind of worried with all these losses of Alex Bregman and
honestly, I don't know how you lose Bregman and not replace him offensively.
They signed that Caleb Durbin guy. They traded for Caleb Durbin. That could be a help.
I mean, he was okay last year as a rookie, but it's just kind of uninspiring. It's like it's basically penny pitching.
Mm-hmm.
So.
But yeah, I think this team could win the AL East, but I think they have to get it back this at the trade deadline to make a big push to the offseason.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I 100% agree with you.
But yeah, I think this team could be. I think it's playoff or bust this year for them.
It's looking like it.
I love the rotation.
Mm-hmm.
But it's their offenses might be the downer this year.
For sure, man. But we'll have to see. They got a good manager in Alex Cora, so maybe he can right the ship.
But yeah, the last AL East team is the New York Yankees that they're playing right now.
There you go.
They signed Cody Bellinger, Trent. They re-signed Cody Bellinger, Trent Grissom, Ryan Weathers, Ryan Yarbrough, Paul Goldsmith. They re-signed. They pretty much re-signed the whole team.
Yep.
I'm not going over anymore. It's pretty much.
I agree. They pretty much ran it back. You know you're going to get from them. You're going to have Max Fried on opening day, I believe, who's pitching right now, and yeah.
But
Aaron Judge, Giancarlo Stanton, Jazz Chisholm, Cody Bellinger. You know the drill.
Only big losses they lost last season is Devin Williams.
Yeah, and was that even a big loss for them?
No, not really.
No.
But yeah. What do you think about this team? This team might not make the playoffs this year? Aaron Judge did not look good during the WBC.
Well, the Yankees, They're going to be interesting. I think they could either be the best team in baseball, or they could either be in like the middle of the pack. They have a high floor, but also a low floor, high ceiling though. So
Yeah, I agree with you.
mm-hmm.
I'm worried about this offseason for them.
Yeah, they just didn't do a lot. Just lack of urgency from Brian Cashman.
But I thought Brian Cashman is one of the best managers. Doesn't look like it was.
Yeah, not great.
But yeah, let's go over to the Guardians. I'll let you do the Guardians.
Yes, sir. Let's go with the Cleveland Guardians. So this offseason, yeah, they didn't add too much. They added Sean Armstrong, Colin Holderman, Connor Brogdon, Reese Hoskins, which is fine. They re-signed Austin Hedges. Yeah, it's pretty much the same, except Hoskins, of course. But
they did lose. You guys did lose Lane Thomas.
Oh, okay. He sucks. Barely played last year.
Dr. Sticks, you guys lost also.
Washed. Dude got absolutely shelled in spring for the Padres.
I know. I'm messing with you, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, how do you feel about your team this year?
I think they could definitely be like a Devil Magic team again where they can win like 90 games. But again, I do have some concerns about the roster, and it doesn't help that George Valera and Hunter Gaddis are going to be starting the year on the IL. I am very excited for Chase DeLauder, who I think could be a star immediately. He had a hell of a spring. He hits the ball really hard, has a good pop, has a good plate discipline. One of our top prospects coming up. Hopefully Travis Bazzano will be up by May. So the rotation, though, isn't the best on paper, but they have some guys that can hold the fort. Gavin Williams, Tanner Bybee, Joey Cantillo. Didn't have the greatest spring, Cantillo, but nobody really did. A lot of pitchers don't. Slade Ciccone. It's going to be Parker Messick instead of Logan Allen. Thank goodness.
Mm-hmm. But the first Tigers first Guardian stream of this year between me and Max will be on May 18th, maybe. I'm excited to do our games again this year.
I know.
But yeah, what's your floor and ceiling, do you think?
I think the floor is third place in the division, but I think the ceiling is obviously first. A lot of people are putting us in fourth. I don't see it. I just don't think we're that much we're worse than the White Sox and the Twins.
But yeah, let's go over the Royals. They have no free agents right now. They trade for Max Strom. They signed Lane Thomas, Max's favorite player.
Yeah.
They trade for Isaac Collins, Nick Mears. They signed Starlin Marte, Cameron Misner. They signed Alex Lang, John Means, Eli Morgan. They signed.
Yes, sir.
And Luke Maley. They lost Mike Yursemski, Michael Lorenzen, Angel Zarpi.
Angel Zerpa.
Angel Zerpa,
Yeah.
MJ Melendez, Randall Griffith, Hunter Henry, Taylor Clark, Jonathan Bowman, and Adam Frazier lost.
Yeah.
This Royals team is actually not bad. I like their team.
A lot of people are hyping up the Royals this year. We'll see what happens. They do have some pitchers. They have Chris Bubich, Seth Lugo, Cole Reagans, Michael Wacha, Noah Cameron. They have a good rotation. Carter Jensen's going to be coming up too. Michael Garcia, Vinny Pescantino, Bobby Jr., maybe Jack Caglione could take a step forward. Isaac Collins was a solid addition. They did bring in Starling Marte late, so there's guys on the offense, but there'll be a lot of consistency there. We'll see.
Do you think Jonathan India will have a bounce back year?
I think he can, but he's gonna have to put that hit tool together, and he really hasn't in the last couple of years. So,
but yeah, I think the Royals floor first place, but their ceiling I feel like by fourth place.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you there.
But yeah, let's go over my Tigers. Free agents, they'll out-swap. I don't care.
Yeah,
But yeah, Tigers signed Fran Valdez, Justin Verlander. They re-signed Gleyber Torres. They signed Kenley Jansen. They signed Kyle Finnegan. They re-signed Kyle Finnegan. They signed Drew Anderson and Dawson Slater. It doesn't really matter because they went to the Marlins.
went to the Marlins.
They signed Austin Slater, but he signed with the Marlins now.
Oh, okay.
That's all that really matter.
Yeah.
But they lost Jason Foley, Jose Urquidy, Chase Lee, Chris Paddock, Paul Sewell, Rafael Montero, and Tommy Kahnle.
Yes, sir.
I'm very excited for this Tigers team. This might be one of the most exciting Tigers teams ever.
Yeah, Tigers fans should enjoy Tarek Skubal while he's here.
They're gonna re-sign him.
I don't think so. I mean, if you're off 13 million on the arbitration from 32 to 19 million, that's not a good sign, my man. And there's a reason why they brought in Framber Valdez.
Hey, you never know.
To replace him as their top starter. I'm sorry. Like, I don't want to be that guy, but it's like there's literal signs that he might be gone.
You never know. But yeah, I'm excited for this season. Having Torres, Vierling back, Riley Green, Torkelson, Carpenter,
Scary Carey,
Kerry Bombs, Dingler, Keefe, Meadows back, and having our top prospect Kevin McGonigal playing. That's very exciting, Max.
Yeah.
And our pitching rotation is really good too.
Mm-hmm.
And also bring in Kenley Jansen. That's a big move. What do you think about that, Max?
That's a solid move. I drafted him in one of my fantasy leagues, so I think there's still some left in the tank for old Kenley.
I think he could help the Tigers big time this season. But yeah, their floor winning the AL. Max.
Yeah. Good.
But their ceiling, I think third place.
Fifth place. I'm just kidding.
Max is about to go on ESPN saying
Sir.
But yeah, let's go to the Twinkies where they signed Victor Caratini, Josh Bell, Taylor Rogers, Liam Hendrickson. I don't think they still have him, but Anthony Bende, Orlando Arcia, Gio Urshela, and Andrew Chafin. But I don't know if they're still there. But
who?
But they lost Ed Julian, Christian Vazquez, and Pearson Old. What do you think about the Twins?
I don't have a lot of confidence they're going to have a lot of success this season.
They also got a new manager, Derek Shelton.
Yeah, that's not a great hire either. So they might be some cheeks this year, Kenny. But
how did they go from Rocco to Derek?
I have no idea. Doesn't make sense. I mean, Josh Bell is your big ticket offseason addition for the offense. Byron Buxton's still there.
Shelton knows Josh Bell.
Yeah, sure. But Trevor Larnach, Austin Martin, is that really? Well, Matt Warner's good. I'll give them that. Luke Keeschel will be pretty good probably. Royce Lewis, can he stay healthy? But even then, he's kind of fallen off a cliff with his performance. Brooks Lee isn't great. I don't know. Ryan Jeffers is kind of declining. I don't know. And then Pablo Lopez, he got hurt. So that leaves Joe Ryan and a bunch of mid like Bailey Ober, Taj Bradley. I don't know.
Yeah.
Simeon Woods. Yeah.
But yeah, I think their ceiling second, but their floor is fifth. What do you think about that, Max?
I'm gonna have to agree with you, man.
I don't think they'll be in first, but second's not bad if they put it together, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they're probably gonna have another buying trade deadline, selling trade deadline. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. They'll probably sell off Joe Ryan if they can.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, let's go to the White Sox. They signed Mantuka Mariami. Is that how you say his name?
Munetaka Murakami, yeah.
Okay. Seranthony Dominguez, Anthony Kay, Jordan Hicks they traded for, Austin Hayes. They signed they traded for Garcia. They signed Sean Newcomb. They signed Jared Kelenic and Eric Fetty.
Eric Fetty. That is some cheeks, man.
Is that how you say his name?
Yeah, but he sucks. I have no idea how he's still in the majors.
Yeah. He's the White Sox now.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
But they lost Luis Roberts, Martin Perez, Tyler Alexander, Michael A. Taylor, I meant. Miguel Castro, and Mike Tauchman. What do you think about this team?
I think this team's interesting. I think they had a decent offseason. I know people are going to look at it and say they didn't really do much on offense because they traded Luis Robert, but Robert really just wasn't performing there, and he just wasn't going to. He was just motivated to get out of there. So, yeah.
But yeah, I think this team could actually. I think their floor is they can actually win the AL Central.
That's crazy.
Just kidding. Second place.
Well, they do have some young talent. Colson Montgomery, Munetaka Murakami. Can Luis Angel Acuna show some potential? Chase Medrot doesn't have a lot of power, but he's okay. Lenyn Souza doesn't walk a lot, but hits the ball hard. Miguel Vargas had an okay year last year. Austin Hayes was a decent pickup. Benintendi was okay last year. You still have Edgar Quiro and Kyle.
You think Acuna could be like his brother?
I would probably not go that far, but geez,
yeah.
Giants are getting belt.
What's the score?
1-0. But runners on for second and third, nobody out for the Yankees.
Oh, but yeah,
I'm gonna be so pissed if the Yankees somehow win the World Series this year, just for external reasons.
But yeah, I think second is their team, and fifth, last place.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's go over to the AL West, where we start with the Angels as Tyler Anderson is still free agent.
Yeah, that's kind of surprising to me, man.
But yeah, let's see who they signed or traded for. They traded for Grayson Rodriguez, Josh Lau, Kirby Yates, Alex Manoah, Vaughn Grissom. They re-signed Johan Moncada. They re-signed Chris Taylor. They signed Drew Pomeranz, Jordan Ramato. They signed Brent Suter. They re-signed Hunter Strickland, and they signed to a minor league deal Adam Frazier. And they lost Taylor Ward, Kenley Jansen, Kyle Hendrickson. He retired. I can't believe he retired already.
I know.
Luis Rengifo, they signed. They lost. Brock Burks, Luis Garcia, and Andrew Chafin. What do you think about this Angels team?
It's kind of the same old Angels. Not a ton of upside. Who hit that? That Ben Rice? No, I have no idea who that is. Oh my gosh, dude! Logan Webb is getting shelled.
Wow, but yeah, Angels. How do you feel about the Angels this year?
Like I said, I don't have a lot of I don't have high hopes for them, really. It's just kind of the same old thing with them. They did go out and get Grayson Rodriguez, but he's hurt again. Jose Soriano is going to be their opening day starter. Kikuchi's still there. But you have Jack Kohanowitz as a 4 starter. That's pretty brutal. Alek Manoah is hurt. They do have some pieces on offense like Mike Trout and Joe Adell. Jorge Soler is still there, hit some bombs. Josh Lowe was fine. Nolan Shonwell. Zach Neto is probably the star of that offense at this point. Christian Moore will be coming up. So there's some potential. But again, it's just a bunch of old guys like Travis.
Old guys having fun playing baseball.
Yeah. And the bullpen, Kirby Yates in 2026. Yeah.
They lost Kenley Jansen. I think Kenley Jansen is better than Kirby.
They did lose Kenley Jansen.
Kenley's not bad.
I know. I drafted him.
I know. I'm just saying, losing him and they replace him as Kirby Yates is not a good deal.
Oh my gosh, that dude Logan Webb is getting shelled, Kenny. There's still no outs in the inning, and there's 1 out, but it's 5-0. He is getting shelled. Yeah, the Yankees might just fucking win it all this year, and I'm gonna be ripped to shreds when they do.
Rip in pieces, Max. But yeah, Angels, their ceiling 3rd place, their floor 5th place. What do you think?
I agree.
But yeah, let's go with the Astros. They signed the guy from Korea. I don't know, is that Korea or Japan?
Who?
Tisan Imani.
Amai or something like that. I don't know how to pronounce it either.
They signed Mike Burrows. They trade for Mike Burrows. Joey, the guy from the Blue Jays.
Yeah.
They also trade for Nick Allen and Ryan West and Christian Vasquez. They signed to minor league deal. They lost Framber Valdez, Dobbin, Jacob Melton, Jesus Sanchez, Ramon Lurios. I don't know how to say his name. Sorry. Victor Caratini, Craig Kimbrell, and Brandon Rogers. What do you think about that, Max?
They had an interesting offseason. There was a lot of smoke about them trading Isaac Paredes. It didn't happen. Don't know if teams are concerned about his hamstring, but, they got Hunter Brown leading the rotation. Amai, Javier, McCullers.
Burrows.
That's fine as a rotation. It's nothing special, though, but, it's fine. It's not going to wow anybody.
I think losing Framber is a big deal for them.
It's a huge deal, but I don't think they really wanted him back. Brian Abreu will close for them to start the season because Josh Hader's hurt. But looking at the offense, you have Carlos Correa back. He performed really well towards the end of last year. You have Pena, Paredes, Walker. Bryce Matthews could be a solid rookie. Jose Altuve and Gordon Alvarez are still there. They still have pieces, and they still could be a playoff team. I just don't know if they can win a championship.
But yeah, I feel like their ceiling, 1st place, their floor, 4th place.
I'm going to have to agree.
But yeah, let's go to the Sacramento Angels.
Yes, sir.
Where they traded for Jack
McNeil. And you said this, the Sacramento Angels.
Sorry.
You're good.
Sorry.
I thought that was funny.
Sorry about that.
Dude, why does Aaron Judge just suck dick when I have him on my fantasy team?
I told you he sucks this year.
And why isn't he challenging that? Or maybe not. That's a strike. That's a good pitch.
They signed Jeff McNeil, Aaron Savali, Mark Leiter Jr., and Scott Barlow. I love Scott Barlow. And they lost Sean Newcomb and JJ Bidet. What?
Nothing. But yeah, I mean the A's, you have Nick Kurtz. Try to say that fast, Kenny.
I like Nick Kurtz.
I know. But Lawrence Butler's still there. Brent Rooker, Tyler Soderstrom, and Nick Kurtz. That's like insane. You have Shea Langoliers who can hit a bunch of nukes. They added Jeff McNeil, Jacob Wilson. Don't forget about him. There's so much offense on this team. Is there a lot of pitching though? Not really. You have Luis Severino, Jeffrey Springs. It's kind of the same as last year. You're hoping for Luis Morales to kind of take a step forward.
I do like the signing of Jeff McNeil.
Yeah. Aaron Savali will take a spot in the rotation. Probably Jacob Lopez. I don't know. Nobody wants to pitch there. That's why they can't get any pitchers.
Don't worry. In a couple years of being LV, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
I don't know why they picked the if I had to pick one team go to Las Vegas, is the Angels. But, it happens. But, yeah, Scott Barlow's pretty good.
No,
all right?
No. He was horrible.
Why not?
Because he was horrible in Cleveland.
Max's favorite player.
Yeah.
But, yeah, what's their floor? Ceiling?
My floor for the A's, probably second place. I think they're pretty good. I know that's the ceiling. I'm sorry. Their floor, fourth place.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah. Like I just think that offense is so good, They're gonna hit.
What do you think about Max Muncy?
I mean, he could be a piece for them.
Not the Max Muncy on the Dodgers.
Yeah. What are the odds? What are the odds there's two Max Muncies in the majors?
I think they have the same birthday.
Really?
Yeah, look it up.
Diabolical, my brother. So.
Max Muncy. August 25th, 1990.
Yeah.
August 25th, 2002.
Damn.
Look it up.
I did. I already know. You already told me. I don't need to look it up.
Are you surprised?
I'm very surprised.
Same birthday. They both signed. They both got drafted to the Angels. Not Angels, Athletics. It's just wild, Max.
It's very wild, my man.
But yeah, let's go over to the Mariners. The reigning AL West champions. Where free agent still is Luke Jackson. They re-signed Max's favorite player, Josh Naylor.
You said the Texas Rangers. This is the Mariners, I think.
Oh, Mariners. Sorry.
We're on the Mariners, I think. Right?
Yeah, Mariners.
There you go.
They traded for Brendan Donovan. They traded for Jose A. Fierce. They signed Rob Ruffsnyder. Andrew Kinsler. They re-signed ML for a minor league deal of Mitch Garver and Cooper Griswell. They lost Suarez. Eugenio Suarez. They lost Jorge Polanco. They traded Harry Ford.
Mm-hmm.
Cale Ferguson. Yeah. Gregory Santos. I don't know how to say the name. And Ben Williamson. How do you feel about this?
I thought they had a really good offseason. Getting Brendan Donovan was huge. They needed a little bit more offense to supplement that pitching staff. Got Cal Raleigh, Donovan, Naylor, Rosarena. Luke Rayleigh's fine. Rob Refsnyder was an underrated pickup. You still got J-Rod there. They got some bats. And J.P. Crawford once he's back. So, and you already know about the rotation. Castillo, Wu, Gilbert, Kirby, Miller when he's back. So yeah,
Is this AL West champions again?
it could be. They'll be in the running for sure.
Logan Gilbert's pitching tomorrow, I'm pretty sure.
He is. I got him in fantasy, by the way.
Are you worried about that?
No, he's facing Cleveland. So
I know it's your favorite team.
should be easy 6 innings and no runs.
Yay, no runs.
So,
but yeah, I think their ceiling first place, but their floor third place. What do you think?
I agree. 100% agree.
Let's go with the Rangers. Now the Rangers. They are free agents still. Patrick Corbin, John Gray, and Donovan Solano. They traded for Mackenzie Gore. They traded for Brandon Nimmo. They signed Danny Jansen. They brought back Jordan Montgomery, Chris Martin. They re-signed Alexis Diaz, Jacob Junis, Jalen Beeks, Tyler Alexander to a minor league deal. Andrew McCutcheon, Austin Gomber, Ryan Besson, Max's favorite player to a minor league deal.
I know. Cal the GOAT.
And Josh Somber, but they lost Marcus Semien, Adolis Garcia, Merrill Kelly, Phil Maton, Hobie Miller, Sean Armstrong, Jacob Webb, Danny I don't know his name.
Danny Columbe, I think.
Columbe, Tyler Maley, Johan Jonheim, Gavin Finn, Dylan Moore, and Rowdy Tellez. Whew! That's a long list.
Yeah, it sure is, bro.
But yeah, I'm excited for the Rangers this year. I like their rotation.
Yeah, I mean, you got Nathan Eovaldi, Jacob deGrom, Mackenzie Gore, they traded for him. Jack Leiter took a step forward last year. Kumar Rocker will be the 5th starter there. So, obviously, you still on the offense, you still have Corey Seager, Wyatt Langford. They brought in Andrew McCutcheon, who could be interesting. I really like their trade of Semien for Nimmo. I thought they won that. Jock Peterson will look for a bounce back. So the offense isn't terrible, but I do think they could have used maybe one more bat.
Yeah.
So
I'm just worried that this team's not going to be good this year.
Yeah.
Because their whole division's good. But yeah. Okay, their ceiling, I think first place, easily.
100%.
But their floor, I'm going to say 4th. What do you think?
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and say, honestly, I'm going to say 2nd place for their ceiling. And for their floor, I think I'm going to go 4th place as well.
Do you want to do our standings now, or because they're done with the
Yeah,
AL,
we can just get those out of the way. We can just get those out of the way for the American League standings.
Okay. Let's go to the AL East. How about you go first? 5th place first.
For the American League East, 5th place, I'm going to take the Tampa Bay Rays. I think this one's kind of easy. Just not a great roster compared to the rest of the teams in the division. And obviously, they could finish much higher than 5th place. But again, I just think I don't know. Like some of their top players, like Shane McClanahan, I don't know. Will he be able to stay healthy this year? We'll see. Can Jonathan Ronda be that same hitter he was last year? There's a lot of questions there. And Junior Caminero, as good as he is, he does struggle on the road. So I wonder if that kind of hinders them in the team. So although I don't think they'll be awful, I just think the division's too tough for them to really be a contender in there. So, and then 4th place. This one was kind of tough, but I'm going to go with the Baltimore Orioles. Although I like what they did, I still have some questions about that rotation. I just don't know if re-signing Zach Eflin was really going to be your top move. And you do get a Chris Bassett, but again, he's aging. I don't know. I think the offense will be better this year. But again, it's not like the offense was terrible last year and they still kind of weren't great. So I don't know. Third place might be controversial to some people, but this was a team I was really high on. But you know what? I'm going to pump the brakes on them. Call me crazy, the Boston Red Sox. They'll finish in third. I know they have that rotation, one of the best rotations in baseball. Don't get me wrong, but I am worried about that offense. I'm really worried. I do think, Abreu, Duran, and Anthony will be fine in that outfield. But outside of the outfield, I just think it's really bleak. I don't love Trevor Story's probably your best player on paper outside of that outfield, and I just don't think that's really doing enough. They're going to be a type of team that probably has to add some offense at the deadline. So give me them in third place. At second place, I'm going to go with the New York Yankees. Yankees, I wasn't too high on them originally, but I think running it back, I think they still have a decent roster. You're still going to have Judge. You're going to have Stanton, who I think is going to have a massive year, Giancarlo, if he stays healthy. Trent Grisham's still there, who had hit tonight, so he looks good again. Like last year, maybe it's not a fluke year. And then obviously the starting rotation, Carlos Rodon, if he can get back healthy, that's huge. Garrett Cole, you get back healthy as well. Max Fried. So they could be a playoff team, a World Series contender. But my first place, I'm going to stick with the Toronto Blue Jays. I know they lost Bo Bichette, but Okamoto is a really solid replacement for a fraction of the price. Dylan Cease is a really solid addition. I know he didn't have a great year last year. I expect him to have a big year this year. Gosman, Scherzer, Barrios. They have some guys that are on the injured list that will come back, but it might be a slow start. But Cody Ponce isn't terrible. He developed a bit out in Korea or wherever he was. But the offense should be fine. Alejandro Kirk, Addison Barger, Vladdy, Okamoto, Ernie Clement's decent, George Springer, Varsho, Schneider. This team's coming off a World Series performance. They're going to be motivated. They're going to want to win. So
I like
those are my standings.
Okay. I've got mine written down. In last place, I got the Rays. I got Baltimore in fourth. I got the Yankees in third, Red Sox in second, and Blue Jays at first. Are you surprised?
I'm not surprised by that at all.
I like it. Rays, they're the fifth place team. If you talked to me about 5 years ago, they would have been second place team. Baltimore, I know they're not a bad team, but the Yankees, I know this was one game, but the Yankees are looking really good right now.
Mm-hmm.
But it's all predictions. Yankees, I don't think they're as good as the Red Sox because I feel like the Red Sox has that starting rotation is really good.
100%. That starting rotation could get them to where they want to be, World Series.
And Blue Jays, of course, they're a really good team.
For sure, man.
But yeah. Give me 2 seconds. So I want to go with yours because I want to write. I'm writing my stuff so I can remember from later.
Yeah. So for the AL Central, is that what we're doing right now, or AL West?
Yeah, AL Central.
Okay, so AL Central at 5, I have the Minnesota Twins. They might have a just slightly better roster than the White Sox, but I just don't believe in this team. I just think there's some guys that just don't want to be there. You get Pablo Lopez is now hurt. The rotation's going to be poor, I think, outside of Joe Ryan, and maybe, people are going to hype up Zebby Matthews. I don't see the hype with him. But give me the Twins at 5.
Let's say hi to our friends that's watching, Jake and Kevin.
Hello.
What's up, Jake? What's up, Kevin? Yep, he's ass in primetime now.
Yep, and you are right. But, all right, in fourth place, I'm going to go with the Chicago White Sox. This one felt like a no-brainer to me. There's some pieces in that rotation that might be solid, but I don't think they're going to be necessarily a contender just yet, although they will improve. This is going to be a stepping stone season for the Chicago White Sox. In third place, I'm going to go with the Kansas City Royals. People are hyping up the Royals like crazy, but every year, man, that offense, even though they have some guys on paper, they just don't show it. I don't know. It's not like they did a lot in the off season. Now, I see Collins was solid for Milwaukee last year, but is he really the type of guy that has a profile to be like solid consistently? I don't know. And although that rotation can be decent, I just wonder, if it's going to be enough. They could definitely win the division, but they could also finish in third. So I got the Royals in third. In second place, I'm going with the Cleveland Guardians. So the Guardians, as much as I would like to pick them in first place, I just don't think they have enough offense, really. I think the pitching will be fine. I think the bullpen will be fine. That'll keep them afloat. But again, I just think the offense is kind of what holds them back at sub stretches of the season. They might have stretches where they look okay, but stretches also where they just look down and out. So I'm going Guardians at 2. And at 1, I have the Detroit Tigers. They're going to go all in and possibly Skewball's last season. You're going to have Skewball, Fromber, Mize, Flaherty in that rotation. Who else am I forgetting? Verlander, yep. They're going for a World Series this year. I do wonder if the consistency of the offense can stay afloat. But, they have, them not sending Wenceel Perez down before the season. You know what that means? That means they have depth. So I am worried about that. Kevin McGonigal is going to come up. Max Clark will probably make his debut at some point this season. Lots of like for the Detroit Tigers.
Okay. Let's go with my 5th. I have the Minnesota Twins at 5. The Chicago White Sox at 4. Max not going to like this. Cleveland at 3. Royals at 2. And Tigers at 1.
All right. Respectable, my man.
I'm not very off from you, but
I know.
I just believe in the Royals a little bit more than the Cleveland Guardians this year.
Maybe, although the Royals always finish below us. Even when people believe in them. I know.
But yeah, it's not bad. Not bad. But yeah. Let's go with the AL West. Let me write mine. I'm sorry, I just want to write mine for later,
Yeah. Well, we know 5th place. I think 5th place is kind of easy, Kenny, if you agree.
Yep.
The Angels. They have pieces, but again, it's a tough division. 5th place. 4th place. The Texas Rangers. I want to believe in the Rangers. I really do. I don't know. They have a couple good pitchers. I just don't know if I can. There's just not a lot of depth offensively. And, Corey Seager being their best offensive player, a guy that doesn't necessarily stay healthy all the time. We might be gambling on the Rangers if you want to have them in the top 2. You might be gambling on them. So 4th place. 3rd place. This one was hard for me, but I'm going to go with the A's, and that's just because they're pitching. They have so much offense, a lot of offensive firepower, but I don't think they're going to be able to get it done to finish in the top 2 of the division. At 2, you do have the Astros. I'm going to go with the Astros, and that's because they do have a good roster still. Can they put it all together? I don't know. We'll see. And then at 1, I got the Mariners. They're the best team. Once they get fully healthy with Bryce Miller and J.P. Crawford back, that fan base is going to be riding high. One of the most supportive fan bases in not the American League, but the major leagues. They're going to be fun.
Max,
maybe the best rotation in baseball.
You literally I literally had the same.
Same 5?
Yep.
That's funny. That is funny, dude.
I'm literally picked the same 5.
There we go.
It's literally Angels is bad. Rangers, I'm looking at their lineup. They got 2nd place, but I think the Athletics, I feel like the Athletics are better than the Rangers.
Yeah.
Because they're so young, I feel like they have a better chance to do better next year.
I can see that.
I have Athletics. I think they're going to have a good year. I think this is their second to last year in Sacramento, and I feel like they need a team so when they go to Las Vegas, people want to go see them, not the casinos.
For sure, man.
And I got Houston. in second.
Mhm.
I think losing Framber is going to be big for them. In Seattle, I'm very excited for Seattle this offseason. I'm very excited, man. But yeah, I literally have the same thing.
Yeah, Seattle should be pretty damn good, my man.
But yeah, let's go over to the NL. But yeah, let's go over to the Braves. What did the Braves do this house? I need to go back to it. I lost it. Sorry about that.
You're good.
Okay. They have no free agents. They acquired Robert Suarez. They re-signed Ha-Seong Kim. They signed Mike Yastrzemski.
Sir.
They traded for Marcelo Dobbin. Minor league deal for Martin Perez. They signed Jorge Mateo, John Heim. They re-signed Tyler Kinley. They re-signed Joel Camp. I don't know.
Payams. Yes, sir.
They signed Danny Young, Ian Hamilton, Kyle Farmer. Mick Farmer had a cow. E-I-E-I-O. Robert Torres. They lost Marcelo Ozuna, Alex Manoah, Nick Allen, and Pierce Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
Well, I think the Braves will have a bounce back year this year. It's just hard for them to not. They have too much talent. You have Drake Baldwin, Sean Murphy's hurt, but they have two really solid catchers that can hit. Ozzy Albies, Ronald Acuna, Matt Olson, Austin Riley, Mauricio Dubon will help defensively. Ha-Seong Kim is back. Michael Harris, Stremski is a good addition as a vet. In the rotation, probably should sign a Lucas Giolito because of some injuries, but you're gonna have Chris Sale at the top. There's just so many injuries though with this rotation. Swollen.
How did Joey went towards ACL as a pitcher?
I don't know. That's a good question. Reynaldo Lopez is a decent starter, I guess. Grant Holmes, Didier Fuentes, ain't no party like a Didier Fuentes party. Beto and Elder. So.
Oh, I see what happened. He got collided into first place on March 8th in the Rays versus Braves game.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw what happened. He tripped over first base. That's what happened, Max.
That stinks.
But yeah, the Braves, I think they're going to have a good offseason. What do you think? Good season.
They could. They should be much better this season. I just do worry about some of the rotation injuries. If we can get guys back healthy, then they'll be fine. But if not, there's going to be some questions.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, their ceiling, first place. Without a doubt.
Mm-hmm.
But their
floor,
agree. I think fourth.
Like they have the offensive talent to finish first place and some guys on the rotation if they can get back healthy. But again, did you say third or fourth place?
Fourth.
I'm going to go third place for the ceiling.
You mean the floor or ceiling?
Floor.
Ceiling? I said ceiling is their first place. Floor is the fourth place. How's that?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go to the Marlins. They acquired Owen Castle from the Cubs. They signed Pete Fairbanks, Chris Morale. They trade for Esther Ruiz. They signed Chris Paddock and John King. They lost Edwards Cabrera, Ryan Brothers, Joey Wilmer. These are all trades. Dane Myers and Eric Raymond.
Yeah.
What's up, Daniel? Happy
Going on,
Wednesday.
Daniel Barry, my man.
But yeah. What do you think of the Marlins?
The Marlins had a really solid year last year for their expectations, but I don't know. Can they do it again? The problem is that roster's so cheap. They didn't do anything in the offseason really except sign Pete Fairbanks. I don't know. They're still going to have Sandy at the top of that rotation, Max Meyer, Yuri Perez, Chris Paddock. They have some guys, but again, I don't know. Augustin Ramirez, Xavier Edwards is fine. Otto Lopez is okay. They did get Owen Casey in the Edward Cabrera trade. That was solid. And Kyle Stowers is going to be injured at the start of the season, so I don't love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. I think their ceiling.
I like Jacob Marcy though.
I think third place. Their floor, fifth place.
I'm gonna have to agree with you on that one.
But yeah, let's go to the Mets. Still free agents. Max Carnick, Frankie Montas, and Jesse Winker. Any surprises? Winker's getting old.
He is. It's just not really. He's just not the same.
But yeah, they acquire a big deal. They acquire Bo Bichette. They traded for Freddie Peralta.
Yep.
Nick and Luis Robert Jr. They traded for Marcus Semien. They signed Devin Williams, Jorge Polanco, Luke Weaver, Tobias Meyer. They traded for MJ Melendez, Luis Garcia, Craig Gamble, Mike Tauchman. And they lost a grocery list of players.
Yeah.
I'm not wrong about that one.
You're not.
They lost Pete Alonso, Everett Diaz, Brendan Nimmo, Jeff McNeil, Trevor Rogers, Jet Williams, Brandon Scott, Acuna, Cedric Mullins, Starlin Marte, Ryan Housley, Gregory Soto, Ryan Sonic, Danny Young, Cooper Criswell, Griffin Cannon, and Drew Smith. That's a receipt full of names.
Sure is.
But yeah, what do you think about the Mets this year?
They're going to be a team that's going to contend this year. They did a lot in the offseason late. They added Freddie Peralta, Luis Robert, and Bo Bichette, along with guys in the rotation such as Kodai Senga, David Peterson, Nolan McLean, who I have high hopes for. Jonah Tong should be up at some point. For offense, you're going to have Lindor, Alvarez, Beatty, Polanco, Semien, Vientos, Benj made the roster, Soto, of course. It's a good baseball team. So that's all I can really say. It's a good baseball team.
I think losing, what's it called? Losing, what's his name? I forgot his name. Losing P. Alonso was big.
Peter.
What do you think about that?
Yeah, that's a pretty big loss. I know a lot of Mets fans are kind of trying to downplay it, but that's a big loss.
Yeah. But yeah. Let's go. But yeah, their floor, it has to be first place. The ceiling, Ceiling first place. Floor.
Might as well wrap up Kenny's prediction if that's his floor.
No, sorry, I messed up right there. Their floor, 4th place.
Okay.
What do you think
I'm
about
going to
that?
say for first place and third place for the ceiling and floor.
Okay. Let's go to the Nationals, where they acquire from a trade Harry Ford, Zach Little. They signed Zach Little, Miles Michaelis. They signed Foster Griffin, Gavin Finn, and they signed to a minor league deal Drew Smith. They lost Mackenzie Gore, Jose Furry, Josh Bell, and Paul DeYoung. What do you think?
Young, yeah. It's kind of an uninspiring baseball team. You know, they're having to go into like another rebuild because the last regime couldn't get it done. I like James Wood and CJ Abrams' pieces on that offense, but again, the pitching is pretty rough. You get like Wolf. You got Cade Cavalli being your starting opening day guy, opening day starter. Miles
Hey, it's
Michaelis.
a fair player.
Hell
Max?
no. Who?
I thought you liked Cade Cavalli.
I don't even never talked about him. That's Aaron Savali you're thinking of.
Oh.
Miles Michaelis, Jager. It's just uninspiring. Is Mitchell Parker even here? Or did he get freaking demoted because he sucks? Yeah, he got demoted. What a joke.
Sorry, Max.
So,
Sorry, Max. I thought that was Aaron Savali you liked.
No, you're good. But how does Harry Ford not make the team? I mean, I don't understand the decision. Dalen Lyle's fine. Can Dylan Cruz live up to the potential? It's just not great, man.
Sorry, I'm bad at remembering people names. I thought you liked that player, man.
Nah, I don't know. I don't watch him.
You might watch him this year.
They did get Gavin Fiend. Come outside.
Oh yeah, we're going with the Phillies. Kyle Schwarber. They re-signed Kyle Schwarber and JT Realmuto. They acquired Brandon Keller, Adolis Garcia, Jonathan Bolin, Kyle Backhouse. They signed
Kyle Rittenhouse.
Huh?
Kyle Rittenhouse.
No. Zach Pop and Dylan Moore. But they lost Ranger Suarez, Harrison Bader, Nicholas Castellanos, Matt Strom, Jordan Monto, David Robertson, and Walker Buehler. What do you think, Max?
You know, they're going to be a contender again. You're going to have Bryce Harper in that lineup, Alec Bohm. Luis Garcia was an underrated addition. You know, Justin Crawford's coming up. He's going to be interesting. Brandon Marsh, Kyle Schwarber, of course, Trey Turner, Bryson Stott. JT Realmuto will still be okay, even though he may be not the same as he used to be. And Aaron Judge struck out again. Are you kidding me?
Yep.
Oh, my gosh. I drafted his ass over Ohtani. Painter, he's going to be an interesting one because he's a former top prospect, or he's a top prospect still. Christopher Sanchez is their ace. I tried telling people about Sanchez last year. I said he would finish second in the Cy Young voting last year before the season started, and he did. And I had Yamamoto as my winner. He didn't win, but he got third place. So I pretty much nailed the NL Cy Young like top 3. I just didn't get the order right. So
Zach Wheeler is not back yet.
He's not, but he won't be out too long. Aaron Nola's still there. Jesus Luzardo, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game. Joan Duran to close. Yeah. I mean, it's solid.
They also got Zach Soda.
Yeah. I think it's kind of the same for a couple of the Braves and the Mets. First place, third place.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
let's go over to the Brewers, where they had a big offseason where they re-signed Brandon Woodruff. They traded for Jet Williams, Brandon Scott, Kyle Harrison, David Hamilton. They traded for.
Yes, sir.
Angel Zarpia. They traded for. They signed Luis. I don't know how to say his name. They signed Akil Yabba Dabba Doo.
Wobadoo. How are you?
And they brought back Gary Sanchez.
Gary Sanchez is the franchise.
And they lost Freddie Peralta. That's big. Danny Jensen, Cale Durbin, Reese Hoskins, Andrew, I don't know how to say his name, Jose Quintana, Shelby Miller, Isaac Collins, Toby Meyer, Nick Mears, Eric Fetty, and Jordan Montgomery. What do you think, Max?
They did their usual, traded some guys that were about to be on expiring deals. But the rotation's got some interesting pieces. You got Brandon Woodruff still there. They might try to turn Zerpa into a starter. Quinn Priester's hurt, but he's going to be in that rotation. They have Miz starting on opening day. Logan Henderson when he gets back up to the minors. There's some guys. Kyle Harrison, but there's upside. But, the Brewers' developed pitching is good as anyone in the game. So I'm not too worried there. Then for offense, you still have William Contreras. You have Jefferson Kira, who may make his debut at some point this season. Top prospect. Gary Sanchez is a good backup. I like the addition of Luis Rengifo to fill in the infield. Bryce Terang is fine. Andrew Vaughn was good for them last year. Chorio, Friedlich, Mitchell's a really good outfield with Yelich in the mix. So this team will definitely be contending again, I think.
Wow.
So,
but yeah, I'm sad that the Rangers. Why did they get rid of what's his name? Why did the Brewers get rid of Freddie Peralta?
They weren't going to extend him, and they needed some prospect capital.
They always can get rid of all their players, I feel like.
Yeah. So,
how do you feel about the Brewers this year? Overall,
the Brewers, I think they're going to be really good again. First place ceiling, I think, again, third place floor again.
Why are Brewers so good even though they traded their best players?
It's just player development. They're one of the best in the business at doing it, and they have to do it frequently as a small market team so they know what they're getting into.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, my ceiling, first place, floor, third place. But yeah, let's go with the Cardinals, where they signed Dustin May, Ramon Urias, Brandon Clark. They traded for Brandon Clark, Richard Fitz, Hunter Dobbins. They traded for. They acquired the guy from the Mariners. I don't know how to say his name.
Yeah, the switch pitcher.
Yeah. Ryan Stonick and they re-signed Pose. I don't know. Names are hard. Yoa Pose.
Johan Pozo.
Johan Bosa.
Pozo the Bozo. Pozo the Bozo.
Yeah. They lost William Contreras, Sonny Gray, Nolan Arenado, Brendan Donovan, Miles Michaelis, and John King.
Yep.
What do you think?
Yeah, it's going to be a kind of a rebuilding year for the Cardinals. I do like J.J. Weatherholt. Alec Burleson was a Silver Slugger last year. Nolan Gorman has had some success in the past. Thomas Segasi's top prospect. Lars Newbar is on the 60-day IL. That's not ideal. Can Jordan Walker finally live up to that potential? Can Victor Scott finally find a hit tool? Ivan Herrera is a good hitter. Bernal will come up at some point. The rotation's kind of weak, though. Liberatore's your best. You're going to have McGreevy, Palante in there. It's just Dustin May. It's a rebuilding year for the Cardinals.
Yeah, I don't know anyone that's the lineup anymore. Jordan Walker's the only person I know.
Yeah. What about Mason Wynn?
Oh, yeah, Mason Wynn. Sorry.
Yeah, you're good.
But, yeah, their ceiling, 3rd place, floor, 5th place.
Yeah. I'm going to have to go with 5th place. And honestly, for the ceiling, 4th place.
Okay.
I just don't really see much with the Cardinals this year, man.
Oh, yeah. Let's go with the Cubs. Go, Cubs, go. Go, Cubs, go. Max, sing.
Go, Guardians, go.
Okay. But, yeah,
F
they
the
acquired Alex Bregman, Everest Cabrera. They re-signed Shota Minaga, Hunter Henry, Phil Maton, Kale Theobar, Shelby Miller, Hobie Milner, Jacob Webb, Tyler Austin, and Michael Conforto to a minor league deal. But they lost Kyle Tucker, Andrew Kittredge, Brendan Keller, Willie Castro, Michael Soroka, Drew Pomeranz, Taylor Rogers, Eli Morgan, Owen Castle, Carlos Santana, Aaron Savali, and Ryan Braster.
Carlos Santana, what a big loss.
I know. But yeah, I like their lineup. Losing Kyle Tucker's big, but I feel like adding a guy like
Alex Bregman. Yeah, you get Bregman in there. Dylan Carlson, sports critic Amir Shaw's favorite player, is with the Cubs now.
I know. I'm surprised he's now there now.
Yeah. And then you have PCA still, Conforto, Hap, Suzuki should be good and come back soon. So that'll be big for the lineup. Matt Shaw, who I'm really high on, DNP Swanson, Nico Horner, Michael Bush. Tyler Austin was an interesting one. It's been a while since he's played in the majors, but they brought him in from Korea or Japan.
Bringing Boyd as a pitcher is not bad. Bring him back.
Yeah. They have 3 options at catcher, and Maya Ballesteros, top prospect, Kelly. They got guys there. They have 3 legitimate catchers. Boyd, Edward Cabrera was a big piece for them. Cade Horton, Shota Imanaga, they brought him back. Colin Ray and Jamison Tylen can compete for a spot in that rotation as the season goes on. So it's solid. This is a good baseball team.
But yeah. Very excited,
yes, sir, Jacob. Appreciate you joining, Jacob. Jacob loves me.
Jacob loves me too.
I know.
But yeah, how do you feel about this team, Max?
I think it's a really good team. They're going to be contenders for the World Series, the pennant.
Yeah. I think their ceiling, 1st place. Their floor, 4th place.
Ceiling 1st place, floor 2nd place.
That's fair.
We all hate the Tigers, Jacob says.
Shut up!
Is there...
But yeah.
King shit. King shit.
Let's go to the Pirates. Where they so free agent Tommy Pham, but they acquire Brandon Lau, Brian O'Hearn. They sign Marcelo Ozuna. They signed Jose Urquidy, Gregory Soto, Jake Markram, Mason Montgomery they acquired, and they hired Garcia. Don't know how to say his first name, but it's Garcia. But he lost Andrew.
Well, before you go again, they call Garcia the password because his name is so hard to pronounce.
Oh. Johan Alvarado. They lost Mike Burrows and Colin Holdersman.
Colin Holderman, Cleveland Indian, by the way. He sucks, but he's on our roster.
But yeah, what do you think about this team?
I really like how they actually spent money this offseason. You got Brandon Lau, Ryan O'Hearn. They traded for the password, Marcelo Ozuna. Ozuna with the Braves. I hit women, but Ozuna with the Braves. So, yeah. That's
I'm
pretty
excited
much
for this team.
Then for the rotation, you have Bubba Chandler, Braxton Ashcraft. I don't know if Jared Jones is going to come back. We'll see. Mitch Keller, Paul Skeens, Urquidy. Not bad.
I feel this is going to be a good year for the Pirates.
Yeah, they're going to look to take some strides. I think a lot of people in the major leagues are going to be rooting for them to do good.
But yeah, their ceiling, second place. Their floor, fourth place.
Ceiling, second place. Floor, fifth place.
Okay, let's go to the Reds, where they signed Eugenio Suarez. They signed JJ Bidet. They re-signed Pagan. They signed Pierce Johnson, Cale Ferguson, Brock Burks, Dame Myers. And they signed to a minor league deal. Nathaniel Lau. They lost Gavin Lux, Austin Hayes, Miguel Anhuar, Zach Little, Brent Suter, Scott Barlow, and Nick Martinez. What do you think, Max?
I think the Reds had an interesting offseason. It didn't look like they were going to spend any money, but they ended up going out and getting Suarez, which was solid, getting him back. They have Nathaniel Lowe. There's going to be some guys on offense that step up. If Noe Marte can live up to the potential, that'd be huge. TJ Friedel, Will Benson, who can hit a nuke here and there. Stal Stewart, top prospect. Spencer Steer. Brian Hayes is a really good defender. You'll have Christian Encarnacion Estrada, Edwin Arroyo as depth in the minors. Ellie De La Cruz, of course. Tyler Stevenson's a solid hitting catcher. And then the rotation, Chase Burns, he's going to try to be that guy. Andrew Abbott. Fortunately, Hunter Green won't pitch until July for them, and Nick Liddell is hurt, so that's not ideal. So they're going to need to hold the fort before then, but Brady Singer's solid as well. And Emilio Pagan can be a viable option at closer.
But yeah, I'm very excited for this team, Max. For the Reds, it's actually going to be not bad for them. But yeah, I think their ceiling, second place, but their floor, fifth place.
I agree. I 1,000% agree.
Yeah. Okay, let's go to the AL West with the D-backs. D-backs acquired Nolan Arenado, Zach Gallen. They re-signed Zach Gallen. They re-signed back Merrill Kelly, Michael Soroka, Carlos Santana. They re-signed James McCann. They re-signed Paul Sewell, Taylor Clark, Kate Stour, Josh Grass, and Joe Ross. But they lost Jake McCarthy, Blaze Alexander, Kyle Blackhouse, I don't know, and Jalen Beeks. What do you think?
Yeah. I don't know. I think with the D-backs, I think Nolan could be a good pickup for them. How much does he have left in the tank? They kept Ketel Marte. They have Gabriel Moreno catcher. They got James McCann for a decent backup. Perdomo, can he sustain that form from last year? Jordan Lawler, can he finally show something? I brought in Carlos Santana as like a veteran presence. Corbin Carroll, Lourdes Gurriel's hurt. Not ideal there. He's still out. Alec Thomas doesn't really hit the ball well. So I do have some worries about this offense overall. But the pitching, if Corbin Burns can come back at some point, I don't know if he will. Might not be until another next season or late this season. Zach Gallen is fine bringing back. Real Kelly shouldn't be out too long.
What happened to Corbin Burns?
He had Tommy John last year. Mike Soroka, fine. Eduardo Rodriguez, team's okay. It's just not the most inspiring team overall. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. So yeah.
But yeah. It's gonna be exciting to see what happens. D-backs, I think they're ceiling second place, but their floor 5th place.
I'll go with their ceiling 3rd place, but I'll go with their floor 5th place, 4th place, 5th place. No, 5th place, 4th place. Because I just don't know if anybody's going to finish 5th outside of Colorado. You know what I mean? That team. I mean, they stink. They have no pitching again, and we'll get to them. But
Let's go with the Dodgers, the reigning World Series champions. But yeah, they signed Kyle Tucker, Edwards Diaz. They re-signed Miguel Rojas, Kiki Hernandez, and Evan Phillips, and they lost Kirby Yates, Anthony Banana. They trade with the Dodgers? What? I don't know.
Who?
It says Dodgers, Anthony Bandana traded with the Dodgers. I don't know. Oh, he's a twin, but I don't know. It says it doesn't matter.
Anthony Banda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It says trade with the Dodgers. And Michael Conforto. I'm not going to lose sleep over them. I'm not going to lose. But yeah, 1st place overall. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, they're going to be really good again. They added Edwin Diaz. They're still going to have Ohtani, Glasnow, Sheehan, Snell when he's back, Yamamoto, Sasaki, Tanner Scott pitching. I mean, Betts, Ohtani hitting, Edman when he comes back, Freeman. I mean, do I really have to explain, Kenny? Will Smith, Teoscar Hernandez. It's the Dodgers, Kyle Tucker. So that's the reason why we're going to have a lockout after the season. So.
Hey, this Dodgers team is basically my, what's it called? MLB show team when I played.
Yeah.
Basically all the best players. What do you think about that, Max?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they're ceiling 1st. They're floor 1st. No, they're floor 2nd. What do you think, Max?
1st ceiling, floor 2nd.
Literally. But yeah, we don't need to talk about the Dodgers anymore. But yeah, let's go with the team that's playing right now that's sucking, the Giants. Free agent Tom Murphy. But they acquired Harrison Bader, Luis Ariz, Tyler Malley, Adrian Hauser, Sam Hedges.
Sam Hedges, Cleveland Indians legend.
Yeah. Will Brendan, also Guardians legend.
Sir.
And they re-signed to a minor league deal Joey Lucchesi,
yeah.
Lucchese. They lost Justin Verlander and Andrew Kisner. What do you think, Max?
I'm gonna say that the Giants, they're not playing well tonight, but I still think there's some potential with this team this year. I like the addition of Luis Ariz. What else did I want to say? Logan Webb's a good starter, although he had a rough night. You're gonna have Adrian Hauser, Tyler Malley, some solid starters. Nothing great of those guys. Robbie Ray's a little better though. So it's not the best rotation, but they can work it out. But then for offense, you have Adames, Arias Chapman, Eldridge. You're gonna have guys in that infield that can hit. Bader was fine. You have Will Brennan, former Guardian. Jung Hoo Lee, Heliot Ramos, Devers. It's a good team. I just don't know if they can really have a high. I don't know if their ceiling's that high, but
But yeah, I'm excited to see what happens with them this offseason. This season with them, but they're not doing good right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think their ceiling second place.
I agree.
Their floor, fifth place.
What place?
Fifth place. Floor.
I'm going to go fourth place.
Okay. Do you want to go ass or someone not bad?
Let's get the what are we doing?
We're going to do with the ass of the.
Yeah, let's just get the ass out of the way. Let's get the ass out of the way. The cheeks, The Colorado Rockies.
Willie Castro. That's not bad.
Not at all.
Michael Lorenzen. Jose Quintana. Surgano. They acquired Jake McCarthy. Edward Julian and but they lost Orlando Arcia, Michael Talgren, Kyle Farmer, Angel Savali, and Herman Marquez. Yeah, that's okay.
Herman Marquez was there for a while.
Finally out of his prison cell. Do you like what I said?
Yeah, I do.
They have something. They have a chance.
Do they though? Hunter Goodman is something for them, but that's pretty sad if so.
Willie Castro's a name.
I mean, does it even matter who pitches for them? They are pitching in Coors half of the season, That's rough,
They have Willie Castro now. That could help.
Willie Castro. Oh my gosh, Kenny.
I'd say it could help.
We'll see. I don't know.
What about Jake McCarthy?
He's kind of like a utility guy. Nothing crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, their floor fourth, their ceiling fourth, floor fifth.
Yeah.
Is that right?
That is right.
Okay, let's go with the San Diego Padres, where still free agent is Nestor Cortez, Elias Diaz, and Jose Iglesias. Wow, yeah. Iglesias and Cortez is still free agent. Why? Why is Cortez so free agent?
He just last couple of years he's been kind of out of form.
Yeah,
so I think teams are kind of noticing that.
But they acquired Michael King. They re-signed Michael King, Sung I don't know. Miguel Andujar, Kyle Hart, Tyler Adcock, Dan Osk, I don't know how to say his name. They signed Tristan McKenzie, Griffin Cannon, Nicholas Castellanos, Ty France, Ron Marquez, and Walker Buehler. But they lost Dylan Cease, Luis Ariz, Robert Suarez, and Ryan O'Hearn. What do you think, Max?
Yeah, they did lose Ryan O'Hearn. He's just a rental for them in the offseason, I guess. So, yeah, I mean, it's a good team. It's a lot of depth. Pavetta will be the opening day starter. Sears has depth in the minors. Mason Miller, Michael King, Kyle Hart, Jeremiah Estrada, Walker Buehler, Jason Adam when he comes back, Canning when he comes back will be depth. Musgrove. On the offensive side, you're going to have Camposano there. It'll be interesting to see what happens there. Bogarts, Cronenworth, France, some decent bats. Nothing crazy except Machado, really. Andujar is a solid low-cost addition. Castellanos, that might be a steal. Laureano's, can he go back to his 2025 form? Merrill. Gavin Sheets was solid for them last year, and then obviously at Fernando. So they got a pretty good team.
But yeah, I think their ceiling, second place. Therefore, fourth place. What do you think?
I'm going to agree with you. They definitely could finish in fourth. And it's going to be if they do finish in fourth somehow, it would be because of injuries.
So, yeah. Let's go over our NL standings. Let me get my picks done quickly, and I'll be with you.
All right, so I'm going to start I'll start in the NL East. At 5, I'm going with the Washington Nationals. I just think their pitching is going to be a disaster this year, and that's really what's going to lead them to 5th place there. James Wood, CJ Abrams, good pieces, but it's like they're going to be depending on a lot of guys to develop. It's another rebuild for them, so 5th place. 4th place, I think this should be pretty easy as well, the Miami Marlins. Kyle Stowers was a big reason why they overachieved last year, and he's going to be hurt to start the year. Don't love that, but they do have some guys that can pitch in the bullpen and in the starting rotation, so that's why I give them the edge. 3rd place, I'm going the Atlanta Braves. I have to. They have so many injuries with their pitching, and the offense should be good, but again, it's that pitching that really worries me with the injuries. At 2, I am going to – this was tough for me because there's just so many routes you could go with. I'm going to go with the New York Mets, and just because they kind of underachieved last year. I think they'll be much better this year, but again, I don't know if they'll be that team that wins the division, and that's why I'm going to say the Phillies win the division. I think guys like Bryce Harper, Trey Turner, Kyle Schwarber lead them there. Once they get Zach Wheeler back, they're going to have a rotation of Wheeler, Sanchez, Painter, Nola, Luzardo. That's more than good enough. So, yeah.
In 2 seconds, I'll be with you.
Alrighty.
Okay. My NL East, I have the Nats at 5, Marlins at 4th, Braves at 3rd, Phillies at 2nd, and Mets at 1. What do you think, Max?
You said Phillies at 2nd?
Yes.
Who'd you say for 5th again? Washington or
Washington.
Washington. Okay, so we just have the 1st and 2nd flipped around.
That's not bad,
I believe. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so NL Central. Number 5 is pretty easy for me. The St. Louis Cardinals. They have guys, they have some young talent, but it's going to be a rebuilding year. There's just not to like in that pitching staff. So that's why I have to put them at 5. 4th, Cincinnati Reds. I actually had hope in the Reds being a really good team this year, but Hunter Green being out half the season is a huge loss. And Brady Singer, I think he could be that X factor for them, but again, he's inconsistent. So if you're relying on Ellie De La Cruz to be your best hitter, sure, but even though he hasn't really shown all his potential, so I have to put him at 4. And Terry Francona in the big 2026, we'll see. At 3, Pittsburgh Pirates. I like what they did this offseason, and I think they'll be much more competitive this year. So I really like them finishing in 3rd. At 2, I'm going to go with the Brewers. I want to pick the Brewers first place, but I think they lost a bit too much, and I think it's going to catapult them down to 2nd, although they'll still be very good. And at 1, I'm going with the Cubs. I just think they have the best roster, the deepest team. They have pitching depth. I'm going to go with the Cubs at 1.
Okay.
And the Craig Counsell Ranger.
You're going to like mine, kind of. I have Cards at 5, Reds at 4, Pittsburgh at 3, Cubs at 2, and Brewers at 1.
You say Cubs at 2 and Brewers at 1? And
yep. What do you think about that?
Go. So you have Reds at 4 or Pirates at 4. Who do you have at 4?
Reds.
Okay, so Cardinals, Reds, Pirates, Cubs and Brewers for you, or is it Brewers and Cubs?
Brewers.
I already forgot. So we have the same.
No, Brewers, then Cubs. You have Cubs at 1.
I have Cubs at 1.
Yeah, I have.
You have Brewers at 1. You have Brewers at 1. Yep. Okay, I heard it wrong. My bad.
Is that bad?
No, it's a good pick. They're going to be really good again, I think.
I trust them.
Yeah.
I don't.
I think we know what.
I trust Paul Murphy. I trust Paul Murphy. Yeah. I actually do. But yeah, I'll go. But yeah, NL West.
NL West. I think it's pretty easy. ASS. What's that spell, Kenny?
Rockies?
Yes, you are correct. The Colorado Rockies at 5. At 4, Arizona Diamondbacks. They just don't have pitching depth. And there's injuries. Well, it's not pitching depth. It's hitting more. So, and they have injuries there too with like Gurriel. And they could trade Ketel Marte at the deadline too. So that kind of impacts it as well. So at 3rd, this is interesting, but I don't know. At 3rd, I'm going to go with the this one was tough for me. I kind of wanted to go bold here. Let me see. At 3rd, the San Francisco Giants. I wanted to put them at 2nd, but again, I just think that starting rotation, I don't know, and they don't have enough firepower on offense. They have some good hitters, just some inconsistent guys. At 2, Padres, you know the deal. They have that offense. And they got guys that can come back from injury and pitch. At 1, Dodgers.
Just so you know, I got the same thing as you.
There you go. Like to hear it.
But yeah, let's go over our play. Do we do awards or playoff first next? I forgot.
I think we went playoffs first.
Okay, playoffs. Let me get my playoffs set. Give me like 2 seconds. I'm going to highlight my playoff teams.
Alrighty.
I'm just trying to make this so it's easier if we're doing like podcasts in the middle of summer.
Mm-hmm.
So I know what I have so far.
Yeah, so it's going to be – so my division winners – I'll start. My division winners were the Blue Jays, Tigers, and Mariners. My number 1 seed this year is going to be the Mariners.
Okay.
My number 2 seed is going to be the Tigers. And my number 3 seed is going to be the Blue Jays.
Sorry, I'm just doing it more easier for my brain for halfway.
You're good, man. You are good.
You will do the same thing.
Yeah. And then for my 4th seed, I am going to take
On color.
For the 4th seed, I'm going to go with the New York Yankees. The 5th seed, I'm going to go with the Cleveland Guardians. And why I picked the Guardians? Not because of bias. They just find ways to win 80-something games every year. I don't know how. And why really, I mean, they've won less than 80 games once in the past 15 seasons, I think. So, So Yankees 4, Guardians 5, and at 6. I think just because of their starting rotation, I have to go with the Red Sox. I have to give them a spot.
Who's your 4, 5, 6?
Yankees, Guardians, Red Sox.
Okay. Give me like 2 seconds because I'm
they
working
have they have too much pitching to miss the playoffs, is what I'm trying to say. I was very close to putting the Astros in that 6th spot, but I just think the Red Sox just pitching is just more durable and more consistent. So.
Give me like 2 seconds. I'm almost done with my playoffs. No, not that color. Wrong color. 5. And you know what? I'm just double checking from last year. I literally gonna have the same playoffs as last year.
Huh. Yeah. I might have the same. No, I don't know if I had Toronto last year.
Wait, never mind. I'm gonna have one new team.
Yeah.
One new team. And where's my red? My wild card teams are red, and my division winners is, going to be. I have my wild card teams as red, and yellow as my division winners. It sucks. Okay, my number 1 team is the Detroit Tigers. My number 2 team is the Blue Jays. My 3 team is the Seattle Seahawks. Not Seahawks. Sorry. Seattle Mariners. My 4th seed, the Red Sox. My 5th seed, the Yankees. And my 6th seed is the Royals. Any surprises?
Wait, so it was 4. Wait, you said Yankees, Royals, and who else?
Oh,
in the
Red Sox at 4, Yankees at 5, and Royals at 6.
No, I mean that's fine. I there's a lot of teams that can make the playoffs. There's only a couple of teams that realistically won't be in.
Yeah.
Like the Twins, the Angels, the Rays, maybe, probably the White Sox too. But again, the White Sox, even they have some young guys that could come out of nowhere and do well. So.
But yeah, I'm doing my playoff thing quickly. But yeah, let's go with your side. What's your playoff for the NL? Or do you want to do the Super World Series first?
Let's do the NL first, and then we'll do World Series.
Okay.
So we have our whole playoff set in stone before we make our prediction.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll go first with the National League. My number 1 seed, my division winners were the Dodgers, Cubs, and Phillies. Now my number 1 seed is going to be, to no surprise, the Dodgers. My number 2 seed is going to be the Chicago Cubs. And my number 3 seed is going to be the Philadelphia Phillies. And, okay, so with that being said, here are going to be my 4 wildcard teams. So with the Padres, Mets, and Brewers finishing in second in their divisions, it's going to have to be one of those three teams. And at 4, might surprise some people, the Milwaukee Brewers over the Mets. At 5, the New York Mets. They'll get back in the playoffs this year. So it'll be 4 Brewers, 5 Mets. And at 6, call me crazy, Kenny. Call me crazy. Give me the Pittsburgh Pirates to make the postseason. They're going to rack up wins against teams like the Reds, the Cardinals. You know, they're going to find ways to win series against teams like the Dodgers like they do every year. They're going to find ways to win series against the Cubs, the Brewers. Pitching's good. And they finally had some offense this year with Lau, Ozuna, and O'Hearn. You know, they have the best pitcher in the world in Paul Skeens. You know, the fans are going to be excited this year. Give me the Pirates to make a run to the playoffs. I don't know if they can contend in the playoffs, but they're going to get that 6th seed over a team like the Padres. There's always one like really high market team that disappoints every year in the National League. It's going to be the Padres again this year.
Okay, so. I'm ready.
Mm-hmm.
My number 1 seed, the Dodgers, of course. My number 2 seed, the Mets. And my number 3 seed, the Brewers.
I like it.
Okay. My 4th seed, the Phillies. My 5th seed is the Cubbies.
Yeah.
And the 6th seed, Max, I'm going with you. I'm riding a crazy train, Pittsburgh.
Oh, yeah. Let's go.
Boom.
Let's go, Kenny. I love it.
Hey. Boom. Boom.
Yes, sir.
Give me a Nux.
And they were, yes, sir.
Yeah. What do you think about that?
I like it. And you know what? You know who we forgot to talk about for the Pirates, who I think is going to be really good for a long time, who's going to come up soon? Connor Griffin.
Oh, Connor Griffin, yeah.
Yeah. He'll be up at some point. It's going to be huge for them. So
the future is bright there.
I'll watch the Pirates this year.
The future is bright there.
For sure.
But yeah. Let's go over my playoffs. Okay, let's go to your playoffs. We have.
All right, so NL. The American.
Yep, you can go.
What do you want to go with first, NL or AL?
AL.
Okay, so for the American League, so with the seeding being as it is, you have 2 buys. Those buys for me are going to go to the Seattle Mariners and the Detroit Tigers, which means you're going to have wild card matchups. You're going to have who is it? The Blue Jays versus the who did I have at 6? Crap, I already forgot. The Red Sox. Blue Jays, Red Sox. And in that series, it's bold. I'm taking the Red Sox, and it's because of their pitching. Like their pitching is going to show off in the postseason. I think that's the number one thing you got to have, and they're going to be a team that adds at the deadline some offense for sure. So you got to keep that in mind. I got the Red Sox winning against the Blue Jays. Might be a bit of a mental hurdle for Toronto in the playoffs, considering what happened last year. And with the 4 and 5, it's going to be the Yankees Guardians. It's going to be the Yankees. I hate to say it. We can't beat the Yankees. It's going to be another year where we lose to them, and it's going to piss me off, Kenny.
Yeah, I bet.
So that's my wild card there.
My wild card is, sorry, I have something in my eye.
No, you're good.
Sometimes things go in my eyes. I don't know why. I have Seattle versus the Royals. And I have the Seattle moving on. I got Red Sox versus Yankees. I got the Red Sox beating the Yankees.
There you go.
1 second. Wild card, Wild card. Wait, and then how about your side? Let's go to the NL.
Okay. So for the NL wild card, my buys were obviously the Dodgers and the Cubs. So that's going to leave the Phillies versus the Pirates. And I'm going to take the Phillies in that series. And the 4 and 5 will be the Brewers versus the Mets. I'm going to take the Mets in that one. Well, the Brewers will be tough. I just think the Mets will have a little more firepower in a playoff series.
Okay. Who do you have? Brewers and Mets?
Yes, with the Mets winning.
Okay. Brewers and Mets going to the next round?
Yes. No, I have the Mets and the Mets and Phillies next round.
Okay. Just double checking. But yeah, I have Brewers versus Pittsburgh. I have Brewers winning. Sorry, Pittsburgh. And I have Cubbies versus Phillies, and I have Phillies winning. Is that shocker?
No. I got the pedigree.
Card win. Wild card win. Okay. Let's go to the next round, where we have Tigers taking on the Red Sox, and I have Blue Jays taking on the Seahawks. Not Seahawks. Dang it.
Yeah.
Mariners, sorry.
You're good.
And what do you have?
So I have Mariners, Red Sox, and then Tigers, Yankees.
Ooh, that's a good matchup.
So I'll go first. I'll go with the Mariners, Red Sox series. I'm going to take the Seattle Mariners. I think the home advantage will help them out big time in this series. Give me them over Boston.
Okay.
And in the Tigers-Yankees series, give me – Kenny's not going to like this. Give me the Yankees.
No!
Yankees, Mariners, ALCS.
Okay. I got Tigers versus Red Sox. That's a great matchup.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
I didn't talk to you, Alexa. I got Tigers beating the Red Sox. And Seattle versus Blue Jays. I got... You're going to call me crazy. Not crazy, but I got Seattle beating the Blue Jays. What do you think?
That makes sense. So you have Mariners, Tigers?
Yeah, Mariners, Tigers in the last round for the World Series.
There you go. Yeah. So I have.
Is that bad having a wild card team winning?
No.
I'm trying to write the game so I know what I have. Win. Okay. Okay. Yep. What's your NL?
So NL, my matchups have Dodgers versus so I had the Mets and the who else? Mets and Phillies. Yeah, Mets and Phillies winning respectfully. So it's gonna be Dodgers versus oh my gosh, how the frick did I forget? Mets. Dodgers, Mets. With the Dodgers winning And Phillies, Cubs, with the Cubs winning. Dodgers, Cubs, NLCS.
Okay. I got Dodgers versus Phillies. And I got Brewers Mets.
There you go.
That's my series. I have Dodgers beating the Phillies. And I got
I agree. With
and I got the Mets beating the Brewers.
So Dodgers Mets for you?
Yep.
All right.
1 second. Is this the NLDS I'm doing right now, right? I just want to make sure.
Yes.
Okay. Let's go to the AL side. I got Tigers, Seahawks. Not Seahawks! Dang it.
That's funny.
Sorry. Not Seahawks. Mariners. Sorry. I don't know why I'm saying Seahawks today. What do you have?
I have the Yankees versus the Mariners. And my winner is the I'm gonna go with the Seattle Mariners.
Okay. I got Tigers beating the Seattle Mariners.
According to Kenny, the Tigers will Tigers will be winning their 22nd straight World Series in his prediction because that's how many years he's lived. Right?
No.
Yeah. Okay, so I have the Mariners, you have the Tigers. Big shocker. For the NL, I have the Dodgers.
Dodgers versus Mets is my.
And I have Dodgers versus Cubs.
What is it?
Dodgers, Cubs.
Okay.
I'm going with the Dodgers to win that.
Okay. I got Dodgers
World Series.
I got Dodgers beating the Mets.
All right. So for the World Series, Dodgers, Tigers. Let's make a prediction for the winner of the teams and how many games the series will go.
And you have Seahawks versus Mariners. Okay.
You said Seahawks versus Mariners.
Sorry, I'm tired. I've been having a long day.
No, you're good, man. Dodgers, Mariners. Mariners in 7. Mariners are winning the World Series. Mariners in 7 is my prediction.
Okay. I got Guess what I got? Max, what do you think I got? What do you think I got, Max? You there? Hello? Hello? Did I lose you? Oh, hi. Hi, Karam. Are you there, Max? Are you there, Max? Hello? Did I lose you? I lost Max. Max, be right back. His computer died. It happens. We'll tell us. But yeah, how are you guys doing today? Sorry, Max just lost his computer.
Sorry about that.
No worries. But yeah, Tigers, Dodgers in the World Series. Are you surprised?
Not at all.
What do you think I got, Max?
Tigers in 6.
7.
All right. Close enough.
But yeah, who's your World Series MVP?
My World Series MVP. I am going to go with, maybe this is a bit of bias, Josh Naylor.
Okay. My World Series MVP is Terry Skubal.
All right.
I think the Tigers do trade for someone during the trade deadline.
Yeah.
I think they trade for a big bat.
There you
What
go.
do you think?
I could see that.
But yeah, let's go over our awards. Who's your AL Rookie of the Year?
Ooh, my AL Rookie of the Year. Chase DeLauder of the Cleveland Guardians.
Really?
I already had that one in my back pocket. Yep.
Why?
Because he's going to be the best rookie in the American League. He had an incredible spring. He hits the ball hard. He has great plate discipline. If he stays healthy, he's winning that Rookie of the Year. He is so damn good.
You want to know minus? That's a minus.
What's yours?
Kevin McGonigal. What do you think about that? For my AL Rookie Year.
Kevin McGonigal. That's
For
a
the
good one.
Tigers.
That's a good one. Yep. I mean, he made the opening day roster.
Who are the NL Rookie of the Year candidates?
I would have said Connor Griffin, but he's not on the major league team right now.
Okay.
J.J. Weatherholt, Andrew Painter, Nolan McLean. I already know mine.
Who is it? Sorry, I missed it. Sorry, it was...
Nolan McLean from the Mets will be the NL Rookie of the Year.
I don't know any of the rookies this year.
Yeah.
Sorry. It's hard
No,
to
you're
get
good.
to know people's rookies.
No, you're good, man.
Nick Kurtz and Derek Baldwin won last year.
Yeah, Drake Baldwin.
Let me look who... Okay. You know what? I'm going with... J.J. Weatherholt. What do you think?
That makes sense.
I just go with the one that I feel like has a good chance because I feel like that's a good one.
Yeah.
And the Cardinals really need him for this team. What do you think about that? Because they need him big time.
I mean,
Yeah.
they're gonna have to have him.
Who's your... I want to make sure I got all the awards. Who's your comeback player of the year for the AL?
I don't even know who the candidates are for that.
Garrett Cole, Mike Trout, Jordan Alvarez.
I'll go Jordan Alvarez.
I'm going with the same. Max, I'm going with the same as you.
Yeah.
My NL comeback is... I'll give you some names so you can go with it. Tanner Scott, Luis Roberts, Sandy Alcantara, or Justin Steele. These are some of their predictions. What do you think?
For the comeback for the NL?
Yep.
Is Zach Wheeler on there?
No, but it's just like... I'm just going from MLB.com/CBS.
Well, I'm gonna go Zach Wheeler.
I'm going with... You know what? Sandy Alcantara, Sandy.
Okay. All right.
That award doesn't really mean anything, but I just want to put a award down,
Yeah.
Who's your AL Coach of the Year?
My AL Manager of the Year.
Sorry.
That's gonna be Dan Wilson of the Mariners.
Okay. I'm going with... He deserves it so much. AJ Hinch.
Okay.
Because I have him as my... What's it called? My 1 seed.
Yeah.
Okay. Who's your NL Coach of the Year?
My NL
Manager, man. Sorry.
My NL Manager of the Year, it will be... It'll be Don Kelly of the Pirates.
Give me 2 seconds. I'm going with... What's his name? I forgot his name.
Wait, who did you go with?
I'm going. 1 second. One second. One big second. I'm going with. I hope it's not a big bad one. But Carlos Mendoza.
I could see it.
Why you say that? Why you say Carlos Mendoza?
I didn't say him. I said I didn't. You say him?
Yeah, why would you say that? Why would you say that?
Because I think he could definitely, I don't know.
Do you want to Cy Young or MLB or Pitt or MVP? What's more?
Let's do Cy Young.
Yeah. Okay. Who's your Cy Young? AL Cy Young.
My AL Cy Young. It's not. I'm not going to pick Scooble this year. Call me crazy.
You can pick Garrett Crochet.
No,
Ooh.
I wanted this guy in fantasy. I didn't get him. But you know who I'm going to pick?
Framber Valdez.
Brian Wu from Seattle.
Wow.
Damn good pitcher.
I'm surprised.
Yeah.
Mac.
The top three will be Brian Wu, Garrett Crochet, and Tarek Skubal. I think that'll be the top three. And Wu will have the lowest ERA in the AL.
You know what mine is?
What?
I'm picking Schoolball.
I know.
Okay, what's your NL?
My
Not
NL.
Logan Webb.
No. It's gonna be Paul Skeens again.
Someone actually predicts Logan Webb on this website I'm looking at.
Really?
Yeah, but after tonight, nope. What do you think after tonight? No.
Yeah. It's not looking good for him.
Max, I can't even say. I'll say it. I'm going with Paul Skeens.
Yeah. It'd be tough to bet against him.
Okay. Who's your AL MVP?
My AL MVP. It's tough to go against Judge, so I'm going to pick Judge, and I drafted him in fantasy. I know he had a rough start tonight, but I think he'll get it going.
I don't think tonight affects the MVP.
Yeah, I agree.
I would say if he's like this till mid-July, then no. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. I want to say this a shocker, but might not be a shocker. I'm actually going with Bobby Witt Jr. No. I'm going with Julio Rodriguez. What do you think about that?
I could see that.
Okay. Who's your NL MVP?
It's gonna be Ohtani again.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be Shohei.
Yeah,
But I feel like Juan Soto can win it.
he could.
But it's gonna be Shohei.
Yepers.
But yeah. Those are our picks. What do you think about our picks? That's it pretty much?
Yep. I think we met some good picks this year, man.
Are you
Yeah.
surprised I picked 3 Tigers as my coaches awards?
No, not at all.
But one of them is actually a very good chance he can win it.
Oh, I agree.
Actually, 2 of those are very good chances.
Yes, sir.
What's that?
Oh, my computer turned on again. Sorry.
No worries, that's just loud.
Let's see if I can get it out of here. Okay.
But yeah, I feel like ours is good. I feel like our picks are good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna just. I think Kevin McGonigal has a really good chance he wins it this year.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think Schoolball has a good chance to go 3-peat this year. What do you think about that? Is it possible a team to beat 3-peat?
It's very possible. He is such good stuff. You know.
But yeah, let's end our stream because I want to get some things done before I go to bed.
Yeah, I still need to eat.
Yeah. Looks like it's a lot shorter than last year.
Yeah.
I think last year's was about 3 hours last year. Ours is 3 hours last year. At least it's under 3 hours. But yeah, Max, any last words?
Go Guardians. I'm ready for opening day. You know, I had a good time tonight talking baseball. And yeah,
Sorry there's not really a crowd, but it's also this stream's meant for people to watch.
Yeah.
We're not like Rob, he leaves after like not many people.
Yeah, true.
I get why Rob does that, but also let people try to file in, not leave right away.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hope everyone has a great rest of your not Sunday, Wednesday. Sorry, my brain's all over the place today. And you guys have a great rest of your night. But yeah, do you have anything else to say, Max? Any last words?
Yeah, I'm excited for baseball. The Yankees kicked us off tonight with an ass kicking of the Giants, and yeah, let's go.
Any home runs yet?
Not yet.
Our first home run's gonna be tomorrow.
Sir.
At this rate. And that's fine by me. How about this? What's your prediction on the first home run of the year?
I don't know. I don't know who plays tomorrow early.
I can tell you.
Okay.
Okay, I got it right here. Not NHL. I picked the NHL. We got Pittsburgh versus Mets. We got White Sox versus Brewers. We have Washington versus Chicago. Minnesota versus Baltimore. Boston versus Cincinnati. Angels versus Houston. Tigers versus San Diego. Texans versus Phillies. And Tampa Bay versus St. Louis. Those are all the 4 p.m. games versus or 1 o'clock games or 2 o'clock games or 3 o'clock games. What do you think?
Let me think about this.
I got it. I got mine, Max.
I'll get mine too. William Contreras.
In the Boston game, in the
Milwaukee game. Yeah.
I got Juan Soto.
Okay.
Is that a good one?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I hope everyone has a great rest here Wednesday. Go Packers, go Lakers, go Tigers, go Red Wings. Go Tigers. Tigers play tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Probably won't be live because I'm busy, but I should be live for some baseball this year. But not this weekend because I'm busy because I'm going to a little retreat. But if I'm not busy next Friday, I'll be doing opening day for the Tigers. I'll be going live for opening day if maybe. What do you think about that, Max? Comerica's opening day.
Yes, sir. Should be fun.
But yeah. Talk to you guys soon. Sorry we haven't posted any content lately. Busy. School, life, family, friends. Right, Max?
Right.
How old goes first? But yeah. See you guys soon. Be yourself. Don't be others. Love you guys later. Peace.